So hey, Josh Whitfield, Content Marketing Media, and today I'm going to show you what I think is probably the easiest introduction workflow that we can build that delivers a measurable result. And so at the end of the day, we built this so that anybody can start using Clay and do it in a cost-effective way. So I would tell you that, to start, you need to have a lead source. I mean, it's a different video or different process to show you how to go out and get leads. But in this case, we're just going to assume you're pulling in your leads, email, name, phone number, title, website, industry, location. Pretty straightforward data for anybody that's pulling in their own lead data. And then this is optional, but the only time in this workflow that we use a Clay credit is to enrich, company data with LinkedIn. So I wanted to build this to show you that you could still do this without doing that and not use Clay credits. But this is, one credit, right? So it's something just to balance your approach with. But even without using this enrichment and just using OpenAI API cost on GPT 3.5, you can get good copy. So I'm going to walk you through. We pull in the LinkedIn data, and this is our output from there. And then our approach is we need research on the business to create great copy. And with ClayGent, you can do that. And so I'm going to show you here with this business research prompt, which we like to use the reporter persona. And you can see here we're using our own API key. And then we're asking it to go out and pull information from the website to get 3 to 4 paragraphs of detailed information. Now with GPT 3.5, it's not always going to do that. I mean, you're paying thousands of pennies on a dollar, but it gets us to the starting point that we need. And so this is the prompt. And again, we're using 3.5 turbo, and we end up with something like this, right? So the nice thing, this is accurate because it's my business, so I know, but it does vary business to business, right? So we get a little bit more with this business, another little bit more with this business, and so on, right? So we get some level of research with that. One of the reasons why we add another prompt in there to do additional research is we like chaining prompts. When you bring data from one prompt into another, it just makes the output that much better. And let me show you that. So when we take the output, the result of research, and put it into another prompt, and again, I'll show you this prompt because here we're taking the result of this prompt, we're feeding LinkedIn data. And again, you can do this without, which is why these aren't required here. That's what that means when they're toggled off. We're asking it to go out and get 3 to 4 additional paragraphs of information. Again, we are using GPT 3.5. We're using our own API key. And so when we do that, I want you to see the difference of the output, right? So by chaining prompts, 4 paragraphs of highly detailed information. My business is in Phoenix, Arizona. This is all accurate information. We go a little bit further and you can see same thing, 4 paragraphs. So with 3.5 and a little bit of data from LinkedIn, we achieve the goal. And the cost on this is just ridiculously low. But before I get there, let's talk about confidence, right? So when we use these GPT prompts, we get a confidence level. And I think it's important because GPT and large language models, they hallucinate. So I think 75 is a good number. I will tell you doing sometimes 20,000 leads a week, 98, 99% of them are going to hit 75 or above, and that's kind of my threshold for using them. So it's a good thing to export into a column, which is already here in this workflow, and then make sure that you're only using ones that are 75 or higher for my testing. So for this workflow, we give you the opportunity to inject your offer. I wanted to put 4 different types of offers in here just to give you examples. And then we create the copy or some version of the copy that you can inject into your email. So I want to show you the prompt on this one, again, using 3.5 turbo, which is 1/20th of the cost of GPT-4 turbo. And here we're injecting the output of those 2 prompts that we showed you a few minutes ago. We add like the company name. And the nice thing about taking this workflow is we've already done the prompt engineering for you, so you can use this and roll with it. And at the end of the day, this is the kind of output we get. I'll show you over here. So here you go. So professional paragraphs that are dynamic. They introduce your offer, showing that you understand what the business that you're reaching out to does. And that's the key here, right? With all of these are different offers, right? Remember, we injected different offers, but here's another business, we're injecting a new offer to another business. So, obviously it would always be your offer if you're doing this for yourself. If you're doing this for clients, you could use different offers, and that's why we wanted to give you the capability to inject different offers here, just to show you how the output is dynamic, and then just also show you that, look, we created this content right here without the LinkedIn prompt, right? So no Clay credits, and we still got usable copy, right? Whether we use Clay credits and we pull in LinkedIn data or without, we're getting measurable copy that we can send out, copy that we can adjust. Maybe we trim it down to one paragraph. Maybe you just want an opening first line. Maybe you want all 3 paragraphs. Doesn't really matter. I think that's totally up to you and your preferences. You can A/B test it. You can see what works. But we're giving you, we're taking from literally a name, email address, website, going out to Google, getting information, pulling information from the website, and turning it into copy. And then I think to bring home that point for you, look at the cost, right? So here's the 3 prompts, 3 1,000ths of a cent, less than that, less than that. Across the board, I think if we add these up, the numbers are so small, it's hard to do it, but we're talking about less than 1/10 of 1 cent maximum per lead. If you extrapolate that out to thousands of leads per week, even if you can send that many emails, it's ridiculously cost affordable. It's definitely doable. And why would you want to send the same email to everybody when you can get specific information on the person that you're reaching out to and tailor your offer to their needs? That in and of itself will get you better results. There is no doubt in my mind. I do it 10 to 20,000 leads a week, and my approaches are exponentially more technical, and yet with the very basic foundation here, if all you understand is for 1/100th of a cent, you can send a tailored approach email that introduces your service to their needs. I don't know why you would ever send the same copy over and over again. I get it that this is a little technical, but with Clay's support, with this workflow built for you, with you being able to inject your offer, we present you a unique opportunity. In my other videos and my other workflows, I get far more complex. We use newer models like Cohere or Claude, Opus that are weeks old. We do more technical approaches, different variations of copy using GPT-4, etc. But I wanted to break it down into a more simple, straightforward approach, because I think that people need to understand this isn't hard. Clay has built something that is truly unique here, and they've given you the opportunity to take a whole new approach to email. And now with this workflow, I think it proves to you that it doesn't have to be expensive. You can add different enrichments. You can add your own API keys. I definitely encourage you to use Clay's enrichments like I do, like store leads, different lead sources like Apify, but you don't have to. If you just want to get started, A/B test this copy against what you're doing today and see if you get different results. This is dynamic copywriting using AI, and you can do it well. You can do it with a level of confidence, and you can get results. We do it every single day. Our clients are doing it now and doing it every day. Big businesses realize this. We've all been getting ads tailored to things that we search for, etc., for years. This is just highly personalized email that tells the person you're emailing that you know a little bit about them and introduces them to your offer. And that's a great starting point. It's an evolution in your cold email journey. So we'll keep building on this, but I wanted to share the foundation. I want to give people the opportunity to really kind of get in and get to know this as it relates to cold email and really get to use Clay, because it's a powerful tool.